I'm going, yeah, I'm seeing blank stares there. Okay, good. This is exciting because this, it's not built yet, but it will be very soon. This is a very, very large rocket that we are working on developing here at NASA Ames, but also at all the other NASA centers across the country. This guy is called the Space Launch System, and when it is built, it will be the most powerful rocket ever made. So you guys know how we went to the moon back in the late 1960s and 1970s?
Yeah.
The big rocket that took us to the moon, the Saturn V, this guy is bigger and more powerful than even he was. So we here at Ames do a lot of wind tunnel testing on models that look very much like this, because in order to get to space, we have to go through the atmosphere first. So we want to know about how the rocket will fly through the atmosphere, what it's going to feel like for the astronauts on the inside. Is it going to be rattling and rolling and shaking? Is it going to rattle their teeth out or anything like that? And then we also do some assistance. It's not our primary focus, but we do some assistance in doing the rocket motor test for these guys as well. And let me tell you, when these rockets go off, it is, well, I said it was the most powerful rocket ever made. That doesn't really quite it doesn't really quite capture just how big of an explosion it is. But this guy will eventually take us not only back to the moon, but onto Mars, humans, and maybe even beyond that. Remains to be seen. But I want you guys to pay attention over the next, let's say, 5 to 10 years, because my guess is you're probably going to start seeing a lot of this type of rocket actually launching into space. So we're all very, very excited about this. It's a big step up from this guy here. Yes, sir.
What was the name of that rocket again, please?
This rocket, we call it SLS. It's short for Space Launch System. But I want to also point out to you guys, hopefully, I'm going to, Thank you. I want to, you guys can see this model here. Hopefully it's in your field of view. This little guy right here is, can you tilt that back on the rocket? Is basically this part right up here. This is the crew module. This is designed to carry 4 to 5 astronauts for like weeks at a time in space.
So all of this, most of this is just fuel. It's the gas that's gonna get it up into space. And where the actual astronauts are just in this tiny little portion up here.
Right. And that's what it looks like in a little bit larger model.
Yeah.
We also do a lot of wind tunnel testing on this guy, because the astronauts, they go up, they fly to the moon or Mars or whatever, but ultimately, we want to get them back home. So this guy has actually got to re-enter the atmosphere. Actually, let's find that. There we go. Hopefully that makes a little more sense. Has to re-enter the atmosphere like this. Now, this part won't be part of it anymore. But when it re-enters the atmosphere, it's going like between 30 and 40,000 miles per hour. It's super, super hot when it hits the atmosphere. Things heat up. Heat is melting components of this. It's just really, really intense inside the capsule for the astronauts. So we do a lot of not just high-speed wind tunnel testing, but high-temperature testing as well, to make sure that the astronauts can survive re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere, because that really is the #1 goal, is getting them back home safely. So let's see, we talked about space shuttle and its next evolution, the SLS. We've got what the crew capsule looks like. That's all well and good.
Do y'all have any questions about the space shuttle or the SLS? Yes, Matt.
I saw something in the sky yesterday. Like,
Okay.
did that have anything to do with the launch at all?
Can you describe what you saw?
I saw like,
What did it look like?
it looked like 2 little lines, but then a dot. But it was just flying.
Okay.
So, I know